Kembali bersama kami dalam Insurance Forum 2026 bersama saya Syarifah Rahma. Pemirsa, seperti janji di segmen sebelumnya, saat ini sudah hadir bersama kami langsung dari studio CNBC Indonesia, Presiden Direktur PT AXA Financial Indonesia, Niharika Yadav. Hi, Niharika, how are you?
Very well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us on Insurance Forum 2026. So the first question for you is about how has the trend in a product management evolved within the company, in insurance company, and in general, what are the company's flagship products or the key protections offerings right now?
Well, at AXA Financial Indonesia, we focus on being the preferred health and protection partner of the Indonesians. So for us, health is the leading product. And we want to keep health as our top priority because we want to provide and make health accessible for all Indonesians. As such, health has the most prominent share in our product mix, followed by traditional product and then unit link, of course.
Okay.
Under the health category, we have many options because we do believe at AXA Financial Indonesia that one size does not fit all. We must have products that could be customized to different customer segments and their needs. So for health as well, we have standalone health, we have riders, we have critical illness plans, and in standalone, we have products with moratorium underwriting and also with products with underwriting at the front. So we want to build a suite of products that is relevant for our customer segments, affordable, and of course, can be customized.
Okay, but I want to dig deeper on your view for unit link or payday products. How is the trend right now? How do you see the product is going on right now?
So as you would have seen from statistics, we are seeing that there is a significant shift away from demand of unit link products in Indonesia. I think we have reported a CAGR of minus 15% in the last 3 years. And I think that comes from many reasons. One is the lack of confidence of customers because of the performance of the capital market, the mis-selling done in the past, and of course the lack of transparency that was there. Now, payday, I believe the regulations that came up was a major step forward in the right direction to build that confidence in the customers, to build that transparency, the much needed compliant view that the customers know that what are they buying in unit link. So I would say that we are going through a period where everyone is adjusting to the payday regulations, which are indeed to recirculate the confidence in the unit link products, which have been, really the driver of the growth of Indonesia insurance segment. But I think with this payday regulations, once we get more used to and more accustomed on the selling process and on the product design, which is what we are going through, I'm very sure that the demand will rebound for unit link, because I personally believe that unit link products are the best vehicle to design comprehensive protection solution for our customers.
So you're quite confident that the unit link is going to go to the right direction. I mean, like it's gonna increasing in the near future.
Yes, and that's backed by a few beliefs that I have. One is, of course, I mentioned that the regulations backing are going to be very supportive, that there is going to be full transparency, there is going to be customer protection in the process of selling. Then there is a big role that we insurers have to play in making sure that our sales force is professional. They are not mis-selling, they're selling the right product. We are training them and we are making sure that, we embed the right selling process in the product so that the customer knows what they're getting into. My third point to support my belief is that we believe that the innovation that all of us insurers are doing to get the unit link back into the fray is also going to be a significant driver. For example, for AXA Financial Indonesia, we've just launched a new rider, which is called AXA Gen Health, which is a very unique outpatient benefit for our customers, affordable outpatient benefit that you can give to the customers, backed by teleconsultation. So first, for the comfort of your house, home, office, wherever you like, you could get unlimited teleconsultation services. And once you're referred to meet a specialist, is also covered comprehensively by this very affordable rider. So all these innovative riders that we are coming with, the product features we are coming, will definitely help us to get unit-linked back on the track.
Okay, so this is one of your strategies, but tell me more about the strategies have you adopted for developing unit-linked or payee products, any new products or partner recently?
So first, foremost, we made sure that we completely embed the payee regulations in all our products, which is not only strict and which is not only with a negative connotation. We are very optimistic that, embedding payee features in the new products gives more comprehensive protection to our customers, which means one of our products, if I can give you an example, we give 60% allocation in the first year and up to 100% in the second year. And we have made sure that following payee regulation that allows us, we can give them investment bonus up to 300%. We can give loyalty bonus of 15% of first year premium. And we can make it very attractive by making sure that we cut down on our acquisition cost. We build the right sustainable investment philosophy behind this product. And most importantly, we make sure that the sales process is very clear and very transparent and very consistent to the understanding of the customer.
Okay, but from the demand side, how do you see the demand from Indonesian citizens actually?
So, right now our growth is being fueled by traditional product. There is a huge demand for traditional products. And I think it's coming from the lack of confidence of unit link. Health has become more like a hygiene factor where everybody is, adding up to the BPJS benefit. So health after COVID has had a big spike in awareness and big spike in demand. We know that. But I think somewhere traditional products are taking the endowment and the traditional products are taking the share of, the erstwhile unit-link demand. But I do see that with all the efforts that we are making as an industry, for example, OJK is pushing AAGI to make sure that we educate the public and our potential customer about payee regulations. And there is a very systematic effort that is being put by all of us. AXA Financial Indonesia is very committed. We do have very organized financial literacy programs only focusing on payee and only focusing on unit link. So I do believe that this would then, rebound the demand, will get the interest and confidence back. Of course, having digital tools to simplify the journey, because unit-linked products, because it has investment and protection, can be a little complicated. It's not as straightforward. Inpatient, outpatient. It's not as straightforward as endowment.
How many left or something like that.
So there is a bit of technical understanding that is involved, and I think again our role as an insurance industry is to make sure that we educate our people, we educate our sales force, our customers to know that unit-link is the perfect vehicle for you to enjoy the benefit of investment upswings, as well as add, as much as protection that you would like. The kind of riders we all have as an industry is comprehensive enough for you to have full peace of mind and chase your dreams with just one product and many riders.
Okay, this is very interesting, and we can say that unit-linked product or payee is quite a sophisticated one in terms of insurance kind of things. But so how do you keep them relevant to your customer needs? Because you can do this mix and match and stuff like that. So how do you keep these products relevant to customers?
So we do have this big philosophy in AXA Financial Indonesia where all our proposition, whether it's one product or sub-products, speaks to a specific customer segment. So if we are coming up for this rider that I mentioned to you, it is cheap, it is affordable, it is flexible, it gives you teleconsultation, which is a digital behavior to an offline thing. This is indeed aimed at the young population where the budget matters, but where the preference to go through digital channel matters. So making sure that while defining our product proposition in the risk framework that payee has defined, in the complication that you and I have discussed, how do you make sure that the features are still speaking to one customer segment. So not giving it a general view of loyalty bonus and investment bonus, that speaks to the finance wizards, people who understand. Talking to the public and making sure that this consumer or this customer is very conscious about the cost. How could you have riders relevant to that? On the chassis of unit link, how could you make sure that this also captures vulnerability, like waiver of premium in case of disability or death? So making sure that you hear the demand and you design the product on the chassis of unit link defined with the customer segmentation that you have.
Okay. This is interesting because once again, that we have a huge market here in Indonesia. So you have to come up with new things over and over again to fit to the market. So last but not least, what is your expectation in terms of unit link or paid-ins growth here in Indonesia in the near future? And what is the plan and innovations to increase unit link market penetration in Indonesia? Maybe collaboration with the stakeholder or stuff like that.
So, like I mentioned to you, at AXA Financial Indonesia, we're very optimistic that the demand will again resurface. People will believe because if you see mature markets as well, traditional business is a part of every country, but you will see that when it comes to the maturity which Indonesia is going through, the maturity index of insurance that Indonesia is experiencing right now, we do think that with the combined effort of the regulator, of the association AAGI and insurance companies who bear the most responsibility in this value chain, if we continue to innovate products, make the products bite-sized, more relevant, embed transparency and sustainability in our selling process, make sure that our sales incentives, compensation are tied to what we want to achieve, and make sure that the training and financial literacy is coupled with this. With this comprehensive value chain, which we all three parties commit to, I really believe that we can get the confidence back and unit link can surge again.
Okay, thank you so much. I very love the confidence. Thank you once again. Niharika, for the discussion. I hope everything goes smoothly with the various development programs being prepared right now. Thank you once again for being here with us on Insurance Forum 2026. I'll see you around again.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.